Hello everybody, Andrea's Transformation video blog. It's been almost a month since my last video log, and so I thought tonight, right after my workout, I felt inspired, so I thought I'd better come and do this right now, so excuse the sweaty mess, but anyhow, here we go. So I asked for some input as to what you wanted me to discuss in this video blog, but we didn't get any input, so I decided to talk about how I've made this change in my life. So if I think back to a year ago, 12, 13 months ago, I was about 280, 85 pounds about this time of the month, and I couldn't run 10 seconds on a treadmill without thinking I was going to spontaneously combust. I mean, I thought I was pretty healthy. I could walk with all my friends and keep up with them, even though I was a lot bigger than they were. And I did all of the snow shoveling and the lawn mowing and things like that. I was still a smoker. I thought I would never be able to quit smoking. I had tried and failed so many times, so I knew at that time that I could not quit smoking. So finally I planned to have gastric banding done, and I had been in contact with Slim Band in Toronto. I had decided to go ahead and have this surgery. But now in September I had taught this office management course for the second time, and in this course I talked a lot about positive visualization, positive affirmations, positive self-talk, positive behavior, and how having these positive behaviors, and I'm not really sure how it works, but I know that it changes your body chemistry, so when you think positive and visualize positive results, it actually improves your confidence, it changes your body chemistry, it motivates you, and doing things as simple as writing down your goal actually improves your chances of achieving that goal by 85%. So I had taught this course for the second time, and finally I had a light bulb moment. And what I realized is that all I had to do was to stop thinking I couldn't and just do it. So I started making one good choice at a time, and they soon started adding up, and I started seeing success. I realized that I was worthy of the effort that I was going to put into this. I was worthy. I worked really hard for my students. I put in a lot of hours, even though I was tired. When I had to have assignments marked, I would stay up late to mark them. And I realized that I'm a really hard worker. So if I could work hard for people who were strangers, who soon to me became my students, and then my students, they become almost like my children, even though they're adults. Anyhow, off topic. If I could work that hard for people who I hardly even knew, why couldn't I work that hard for myself? Why did I think that I wasn't worthy? Because all of a sudden I realized that was a choice I made to believe that. So I started realizing that I was actually worthy of the effort. I realized that I was an awesome, successful, intelligent, caring, loving, respectful person. Why couldn't I love and respect and care for myself for a change? So the change that initially took place in my life took place inside of me. And the rest of the changes that happened on the outside, losing the 100 pounds, learning how to run, that all happened because of the inside change. So since I believed I could, I realized that I should. And I stopped allowing myself to have the excuse that I'm too tired, I'm too busy, I'm too whatever the case might be. So I bought a treadmill. At first I could maybe walk on it for 10 or 15 minutes. Eventually that led to half an hour to 40 minutes to, okay, now I want to try running for 30 seconds. Of course I thought I was going to die, but I didn't. And next week I would run 40 seconds, and the week after that a minute. Then eventually I was running 10 minutes. Then I hit the 5K mark. Then I hit the 10K mark, and now I'm training for a half marathon. It's amazing, really, when you think about it. All it took was for me to believe I could do it. And that's a choice that you have to make. It's not something anybody else can tell you. I mean, I can tell you how I've lost weight, and I can tell you how I started to run, and I can tell you exactly the plan I took, but it will not work until you believe that you can do it. And that's just something you have to do. You have to believe it, and it will happen. Anyhow, So then I realized that other people were interested in what I had to say, and that I had insights that I could share with other people. And God gave us talents so that we could use them for Him. So I started blogging about how I've transformed my life, from a person who could hide their feelings very well. I mean, everybody who knew me thought I was content and happy to be the size I was. I hid my self-loathing very well. I mean, I still went to work with a smile on my face, a very positive person with a spring in my step, but nobody knew how unhappy I was inside. And then I realized something, that happiness cannot come from your possessions. It doesn't come from the size of your bank account. It doesn't come from the size whether you're thin. What doesn't come from the clothes you wear. It doesn't come from whether you have the perfect husband and children, if there's even such a thing. If there is such a thing, I think I have them. But it cannot come from anywhere but inside. It's a choice you make. Do you choose to be happy or do you choose to be miserable? I chose to be miserable. I was the worst complainer. I would complain 24/7 about everything and anything. Oh my, it's so cold out. Oh my, we get an awful lot of snow. Oh my, I'm so tired. And my dad used to say, would you like a bag to pick up all your oh my's? Anyhow, so happiness is not something that you have to strive for. It's something you have to just be. And when you are happy and you are positive and you do believe, things will start happening for you in your life. So for your homework tonight, tell yourself how awesome you are. There is something that you did today that was outstanding, but you might not realize it. Earlier I posted on my page that a friend of mine complimented me tonight and, asked me how awesome I felt or how good I felt. And I said to her, which was ridiculous, I realize now, I don't really feel any different. But obviously I do feel a lot different. The happiness part, that came kind of before. But the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes we don't realize the good things about ourselves because we are our own worst critics. So take this time tonight, find that one thing that you did today. You probably did a million things that were awesome and you don't even realize them. But find that one thing you did today that was awesome. Look at yourself in the mirror and find that thing that you think is beautiful about yourself, because it's there. You just got to look for it and realize it. And the more you do that, the more positive praise you give yourself, the more positive you see yourself, the more you will start to love yourself, the more you'll realize that you're worth all of this effort. And the last thing I'll leave you with, and I'm sorry I'm kind of cheating looking down at my screen because I made some good notes here. I will tell you what my brother-in-law Bill said. Bill is my sister Paula's husband. I can't remember life without him in it because he married my sister when I was 8. I'm the youngest of 8 children, and so, I have a big family. But anyway, Bill and my sister Paula looked after me a lot. I consider them to be as close to parents as you could possibly be. Anyway, when I started teaching 5 years ago, my brother-in-law emailed me and told me he was proud of me and that he said the true measure of a man's success is not what he achieves, but what he helps others achieve. So that's why I created this page. It's to help you achieve your goals, to find motivation, to help you realize that the struggle you are going through, you are not alone. So when I post my struggles, you can see that, somebody else is struggling with this too, and you're not alone. But it's also to help you to realize that you are worth the effort, that you are beautiful, that you're an awesome person, and that you can do this. You just have to believe it and do it. One good choice at a time. You believe you can make that one good choice, and you do it. Those little good choices add up really quickly, and soon you start seeing really big results. So the last thing, the more you give to others and the more that you help others achieve, the more you will achieve. I'm a firm believer in that. The more you give out, the more you get back. It multiplies and comes back to you. I believe that. So anyway, thank you all for being here, for supporting me, for supporting each other. Together we can do great things. And I know you can do great things. So why don't you know that? So think about that tonight. And we shall have another video blog soon. If you want me to feature anything on the next video blog, just send me a message, post on my wall, or you can certainly find me on Twitter at Acabella and that's ACABELLA chick, or private message me on Facebook, however you want to contact me. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you really soon.